Yo, what's good, MexitPlanners? Hey, I'm here doing an unboxing today of a new gadget that I got. I've been dying to get a juicer, and not just any juicer, but a citrus juicer. We have in the backyard a citrus tree that has, they call them basically sour oranges. So it's a type of orange that's here in the Yucatan, and this thing is dropping oranges left and right. And so one of the things they use these oranges for is a drink called narajada, almost like lemonade, but it is made with sour oranges. So this is the Vinci hands-free citrus juicer. I chose this one because it juices everything from limes to grapefruit. And so this is a completely automated process. Once you slice the citrus fruit, put the rind on top of the thing and press a button, it's supposed to do everything for you in terms of squeezing it and getting good juice. All right, so this is my first unboxing, and as soon as I open it up, I see what I believe to be the pulp strainer. It determines how much pulp you want to allow. So this is the first thing at the top here. Of course, the instructions were above that. All right, I don't want to break anything, so came pretty well packaged. This is the, I guess, thing that extrapolates that you put the juice on, or you put the citrus fruit on. Looks pretty self-explanatory, very easy to clean. Let's see if I can figure this out without reading instructions here. Okay, so this looks like there are two different types. This is for very little pulp, and this is for a lot of pulp. So there's two different types of strainer. I'm gonna go with very little pulp because these things have lots of seeds in them. That looks to be pretty much all you have to do. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get a cutting board and start juicing some oranges. All right, so I've cut up my first orange here, and I'm gonna just put it on the juicer. It's all plugged in. I sit it on the thing, hit that. If you see this button blinking down here, I press the button. Looks like we got some juice popping, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep slicing oranges. That was pretty quick and pretty painless. And man, you see that? This thing is, there's no juice left in that, so that's awesome. Put the second one on. We get a good amount of juice. I'm curious as to how much juice this is. Let's see. Another reason I selected this one is because you can put a large cup underneath. And so that's one orange. Let's see how much juice it yielded. One orange gets you about 3 ounces maybe. So, and that's the other thing, it's really cool. You just hit this little spout and you're good to go in terms of your juice flow. So let's keep going. I pushed up the spout. This is my second orange. The other thing I'll point out about this is, while you see this juice, there's almost very little pulp in that, which is kind of cool. So, and if you look at this thing, that is just a absolute train wreck of pulp and juice. And so I'm curious how many of these we can get before we need to empty this out and clean it up a little bit. I'm digging this machine so far. Man, look at that one. That is absolutely clean. I guess I put it right on the center. All right, so I'm 3 oranges in, and as you can see, this is kind of become pretty messy. So what I'm gonna do is drain the juice out, and then I'm gonna dump all this pulp and seeds. That's one of the things I didn't really care for this particular type of orange because it's full of seeds, but as a drink, it makes a really good lemonade. So we are at about that's probably a good 6 to 8 ounces right there of juice. Yeah, it's not what you want to see when you are juicing something. So I discovered that a couple of these had worms in them, as you can see, which is gross. But I like this small strainer because it doesn't look like they can make it through. So all of this juice is going in the trash, and I'll be thoroughly cleaning this juicer. But that is gross. Hey y'all, sorry to interrupt your video, but I wanted to give you a brief word of encouragement. In 2018, we were doing the exact same thing you're doing right now. We were watching YouTube video after YouTube video, trying to figure out this Mexico life. So when we got here, we decided to document our process, document our plan, document every single thing that we possibly could to make it a little easier for everybody that came behind us. And so that is documented on MexitPlans.com, our blog. Please consider becoming a MexConnect member and help us keep making great content. All right, now back to your video. All right, I'm about 6 oranges in, and I'm just curious as to, as I said before, a few of those had worms in them, and so we're not obviously gonna drink this juice, but I'm curious as to if this filled up a full 16-ounce glass or what the situation is. The one thing I did see is that even with the worms in the juice, they did not make it through, but I'm not taking any chances with this juice. So this is all going down the drain. And I would like to know, let me see if I can find my strainer, because I would like to know how much pulp is in here. So let me find the strainer and see if I can see that. Animal worm bodies. All right, so I'm gonna strain this juice back out. I'm just curious how much pulp made it into the juice. So there's the amount of pulp that made it in. I mean, that's very little pulp. So not only did it do a good job of straining the pulp, but it also kept the worms out. All right, so we got about a full 12 ounces of juice out of 6 oranges. No worm parts, but I'm not gonna risk it. It had some worms in the top part, so I guess that's one good thing I can say about this juicer is it catches worms. But I'm gonna go ahead and dump this and clean up for my real orange juice when I get some oranges tomorrow. All right, the juice is all cleaned up. I'm actually gonna put it back together because I remembered that I have some grapefruits. So I think I wanna go ahead and juice those grapefruits and have some fresh grapefruit juice. So I'm gonna drop this back together, dry everything off, put this napkin here, and check that out. See what that grapefruit juice is like. One of the cool things I love about the Yucatan is that ruby red grapefruits are pretty much available all the time, like 100% of the time. So I have not seen a season where you couldn't get ruby red grapefruits. And I know a lot of people actually have grapefruit trees. I guess it's kind of like Florida where, you know, grapefruits just grow all the time. So I don't plan on buying. In fact, I'll eat grapefruit several times a week. I just love the taste. So, and they're super sweet. So I'm gonna actually check it out, see what a ruby red grapefruit, how that works out in here, since my worm juice failed. And let's see if we have a better luck with the ruby red. So boom, all of that was cleaning it up, wiping it out, and getting it ready to go for the grapefruits in like a minute. So I have 4 grapefruits. These are huge grapefruits too. And they've been just chilling in the refrigerator. So they should definitely be worm free. We're gonna pop a grapefruit on there. That was a little tough to close. I hit the power switch and boom. Oh yeah, it's not gonna take many grapefruits to get what we need out of this. I had my hand on top of that, so I'm not sure if that did anything, but let's go ahead and try 2. Yeah, we're definitely hit 2 grapefruits. Puts it at the max juice, over the max juice allowance. So let's drain this out. I believe max is 12 ounces. So we'll see how that looks on the measuring cup. Oh, it looks so good. So if we take a look at the measuring cup here, yeah, we're about 10 ounces of juice, of straight grapefruit juice, and that was from 2 grapefruits. So I'm gonna drink this right off the bat because I love grapefruit, and this is ice cold ruby red right here. Boom. That's 10 ounces of straight grapefruit juice. Oh yeah. If you like this video, do me a favor and leave me comments, hit the subscribe button, and bang that like button so that you can get notifications of any new videos that we post. Again, this is MexitPlan Monty. I'm out.